Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John. This has been a true welcome to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I've managed to get my hands on nice and early, and oh my goodness. Alright, it's Assassin's Creed, but it's in England. We finally flipping come to England. We can take a lovely little longboat, ride through the rivers over here. Very casual, by the way. Next to Cassandra, who, probably needed, a little deck to stand on. No. Eivor over here, she just sort of chills out of the back of the boat looking chill as anything. It's great. So yes, we're actually here in England, or rather, okay, no. Let's start off with a nice history lesson here. We're not here in England because it's kind of like the mid-9th century. There's no England yet. In fact, we're literally going to be taking part in the wars that led to the creation of England when Alfred the Great actually unified England and created an England. There's no actual England as yet. We're instead sort of, in various different mini-kingdoms that are part of England. More importantly, though, yes, everyone still sings, but on top of that, if you want to, you can actually have them be, telling stories instead. So there's still shanties, but they tell stories. Okay, so, let's get going here, because there's some good stuff I'm liking about all of this nonsense. Here's why I love this setting. I think this is a fantastic setting for an Assassin's Creed game. It is... what we're dealing with right now in England in the 9th century is, as I say, very much the formative years of England. But what we've also got is the last remnants of Roman Britain. Because obviously Romans have pulled out a long time ago, but the stuff they left, the engineering, the cities, the walls, they were really important for centuries to come. The walls the Romans built remained hugely important, massive important areas that people wanted to hold because they were relatively easy to defend. So you've got bits of Roman stuff going on here. You've got the dawn of England. It's good flipping stuff. Also, it's England. So therefore, it's a good sort of cloudy, misty morning. It's just spot on. I'm gonna be honest, I was just here to do a bit of sinking and whatnot. But, it turns out this cat wants to talk. Oh my goodness, we have to hunt down a cat for a child. Yes, 100% follow the cat.
Nolly hasn't let anyone touch him since old Cotter died. But he sure loves you.
Do you want to join my crew, Nolly? You would make a fine raider, I think. Every longship needs a brave cat for luck. And for the rats. Looks like I have another raider.
So I've just completed a quest, and now as a result of that, I've got a cat on my ship. So you get a ship's cat that just gets to be your raider cat friend, and basically 10 out of 10 game of the year. Okay, back to some traditional Assassin's Creed fare. Obviously, it wouldn't be Assassin's Creed if you didn't occasionally have to climb something. So, okay, obviously, Cathedral. Some good, lovely scaffolding here seems like an excellent way up. And there we go, have the bird have a bit of a loopsy round, because you still have a bird, just like in Odyssey. There's a lot here that's very similar to Odyssey, but also some really big, interesting changes. And here we go, one thing my bird is very good at spotting is, little extra bits and pieces, mysteries, secrets, because you can see here, there's all sorts of stuff just hidden in the world. So, running into that cat, that was a mystery. Also, where's the nice convenient... That looks like a nice convenient thing for me to jump into. Oh, flip. That wasn't a nice convenient thing to jump into. That looks like a nice thing of hay. Yes, there we go. I'm doing the proper dive. Marvellous. Got it second time round. Spectacular. Okay, there's something going on inside this here church. So we need to do a little bit of looting. Find a key to unlock a door. Okay. Is there potentially a different way in? Okay, so we can get in over here. That's also barred. Note on the altar, tithes must be protected. Aha, that's just free money. Move them from my house to the church's 2nd floor. So, okay. Could go and find... There's another cat here. Oh my goodness, it's a tabby cat. Okay, kind of want this one from a boat instead. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I can... Oh my goodness, that's enthusiastic petting. That's not just a tickle behind the ears. That is proper... Okay, I approve of the level of cat petting in this game. 100%. Okay, so I know I need to get up to the 2nd floor. And what is that over there? No. I do not care about flipping doors and keys. How about we just clamber up to the 2nd floor, which I can just get into right over here. Beautiful. Okay, whole bunch of scrolls here, but if I just use a little bit of a... Aha. There you are. I gotcha. So do a little bit of looting. just nip along here, loot a chest, and there we go. That's a giant pile of iron ore, and now we leave because that was possibly... Nope, that's fine, wasn't too far to jump, we're a-okay. So yeah, you can just sort of explore the urban environment, diddly-diddly-dee. Now you see, that's all well and good, but no one ever got rich from robbing churches, apart from Vikings, actually. Yes, historically, sorry, that was wrong. Historically, Vikings absolutely did do that. So how about we just get ourselves a horse and go for something a little bit more ambitious, a treasure thing out on the map. So I've just kind of tagged one of them that my Raven spotted a second ago. So head out of town, find my way to, yeah, a lovely, lovely thing over there. Okay, coming up on our target here, farm with a handful of dead animals.
Show me.
Summon the Raven. Potentially a key over there. Okay, that's a good enough starting point. No one seems to be trying to kill me just yet. I know there's a key here somewhere. There we go. Give it a smash. Select key. So this is where things get a little bit on the interesting side, because yeah, in Odyssey, things were arguably a little bit on the nice and simple side, which is, you sent your bird up, you just made your bird look around, the bird just went, yep, you, and you tagged literally everyone in the world. No. Valhalla, things have got a little bit more hardcore and interesting than they used to be, so if I want to tag this guy, then what I have to do is I have to place a marker on him. So he is now the first of the people who I have marked. You can only lay 3 markers down, meaning you can only tag 3 people simultaneously. And the Raven can no longer see through roofs or whatever, so I don't know who's actually in this house. There could be someone in this house, there might not be, I simply don't know. So I need to kind of supplement my bird with my Odin sense. That'll give me information, but only at very, very short range. So I can see the treasure, and I can see something. Aha. That's probably the guy I marked as number 1 over there. But yeah, it looks quiet. They're all facing away. So yeah, I've seen someone over there. Yeah, now I've actually detected him. I've got him marked, so I can see him now. But yeah, those guys over there, they're too far away, so you don't quite have as many, you know, superpowered I can see through everything abilities as you used to. Also, I really care about that one particular goat. That goat really matters to me, darn it. I don't think anyone's in here. Unlock the door with the key. Just give it one last little pulse. I think we're good. So, get in there, loot the chest, job done, collecting myself a lovely bit of wealth, an Iron Storm. This is another very good thing, which is weapons aren't just damage and DPS anymore. Weapons feel very, very distinct from each other, particularly in the bow sense. So, my little sheep friends, would you object to actually being used as an example here? So, the bow I'm using right now is part of a particular classification. It goes under a Raven ability, which broadly means, hey, this is for assassinating stuff. So, as a result of that, when I aim this thing, I go into, you know, a snipey mode. You go into a lovely, lovely aim, and this chicken over here. This is revenge for all the cuckoos in Zelda. So, there you go. You take your shot, and he goes down. So it is a single, very slow, powerful shot for doing some lovely long-range sniping. But not all bows behave like that. Some bows behave very, very differently. The blue bows are your more traditional sort. They act very much like Odyssey. They're kind of like, you know, your basic ones, because blue corresponds to, like, hunting. So yellow's your assassin bow. This is your hunting bow. So yeah, you just kind of, you get it, you draw, you fire. Absolutely lovely. But the red bows, now the red bows are fun. Because the red bows, and I've actually just picked up a red bow. That was one of the bows I just got. There we go, Iron Storm. Not 100% sure that hugely makes sense, but I kind of don't care. Okay, it's a machine gun bow. I quite like it. Though, you know, obviously, you don't get a little kind of aiming thing, and it does way less damage. So, couldn't even kill a little baby lamb over there. So, I have a personal preference for the ludicrous snipey bows. But yeah, weapons these days behave very differently from each other. So, round the corner to the nearest little extra treasure, because I enjoy earning treasure. And yeah, we got ourselves one guy who's just infinitely urinating on some mushrooms. So how about we just give him a nice assassinate. Absolutely lovely. Please don't eat the... Okay, apparently I feel stronger for eating the mushrooms, which is odd, because he was definitely urinating on those. But, yeah, what if we were to get ourselves involved in a little bit of a scrap, shall we say? I swear there was another guard over here somewhere. Where have you got yourself to, my friends? There he is. He's moved over to the other side. I tagged him. Get out my bow. I could do a fair bit of damage straight away. Obviously, you know, if I go for the headshot, that's more damage. Just get a bit of, you know, early damage on him. Absolutely lovely. Hello over there. But there's now a dual wielding system, meaning if I want to, I can have a shield in. There were like so many more people than I was expecting here. But yeah, I can have a shield in my offhand, which is kind of cool. And no, you flipping don't. No, you flipping don't. So we're just going to get over there, hit you a few times. These guys are nice and low level, and also he's doing some nice bit of attacking on me. Someone's got some throwables. You may notice the little 8 down in the bottom left. So that's the number of health rations I've got, because now there is no health regen. If I was just to actually, you know, book a hasty retreat, because that was, excuse the flip out of me. I have a particular fondness for the new fire lads, by the way, who have got like some form of firebomb ability, because seriously, they could just straight up, they could just Vietnam you. It's not good. They've just got ridiculous carpet bombing capabilities. So be a little bit careful of, them. Just watch your health there. They seem to be mostly resistant to a few bits and pieces too, so no you don't. You can see there also, by the way, ooh, just avoided his bits and pieces there. Yeah, when you hover over someone, you can see weak points. So sometimes targeting a particular point can be very. There's another one over there. Hello over there. We're just gonna take a few knocks at you. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting him in the back, which is, yeah, doing way more damage. Yeah, if we just hover over you, there is down over there. It looks like his foot. His foot is vulnerable. So go for that. And yeah, that's knocking him way off his feet right there. So the bow may do a certain amount of damage, but going for a particular weak point can be a good idea as well. But if this guy wants to toss large amounts of stuff at me, then I'm probably just going to try and get around the back of him and just wail on him a little bit. Job done. Slightly on fire. Hopefully do a bit of dodging. No longer on fire. Spectacular. So yeah, combat feels a bit more tactical and varied than it used to, because now you've got yourselves, yeah, guys like this. Now, I'm going to be honest, while my knowledge of 9th century British warfare is not spectacular, I'm moderately confident they didn't have quite this many napalm specialists. But you know what? I'm willing to excuse it because it's fun. And you may notice, yeah, I'm not in combat anymore. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. But my health is not coming back. Luckily, yes, food seems to be basically a nice little metaphor for health in this game. So collect some food, I can get a tiny bit of health back. Some people might have some food on them. When you kill them and pick up their loot, they might give you a little bit of a top-up. I think I've seen that so far. But yeah, health is now way more limited. And from what I've seen of the skill tree and whatnot, yeah, I can't see any ability that lets you trade a little bit of adrenaline for health like you could in Odyssey relatively early on. So, hang on, I think you guys are precisely. Yep, there we go. So, collect myself some raspberries. You can see there, spectacular. So what you do when you find a bit of food is, if you don't have a full health bar, you eat it by default. If you've already got full health bar, it starts overflowing in some lovely, lovely bits of, yeah, ration. So you, my friend, you're an animal and... Okay, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't massively subtle there, so I'm not too surprised that you sort of spotted me. Here we go. One thing down over here, and there you go. You see down in the bottom left there, I just picked up leather, but I also picked up a bit of meat. As my health was already full, that overflows into my ration meter. But other than that, there is no way to get health back. There's actually even like a meditation system. That doesn't restore health. Like, health is seriously, I just accidentally blew my horn. Okay, that's how you summon your boat. But the trick that I'm missing here is there's no river. So that ain't gonna fly. Still, I have come across something here. So, okay, some form of offering stone. And I've completed making an offering at an altar, which gets me a bit of XP. That's a mystery that's been solved. And, more importantly, skill points. Okay, so, if you're coming from Odyssey, there's a lot more skills these days. So yeah, it's all gone a bit Skyrim as well, with constellations, which I quite like. So that's very, very pretty indeed. So this character's already like a little bit of a higher level. So I start with like some skills. But yeah, every single one of these dots is its own ability. Make your way along the table and eventually you make your way to the big abilities. But you've got to work your way over to them. But yeah, the way things work is now a bit more organic. Because, of course, back in Odyssey, you put on whatever equipment was best, and it also gave you bonuses. So some equipment gave you bonuses to, like, say, assassination, or hunting, or melee. That doesn't happen anymore. Instead, it's kind of a bit the other way round. So, you see their skills are colour-coded. If you invest in skills of a particular colour, that boosts the figure down the bottom there. That directly converts into making equipment of a certain type stronger. So, if I want to use my snipey bow, then I probably ought to be taking, you know, yellow-coded skills. Here we go. This seems like just what I'm after. Stealth training. So, increasing my stealth attacks, all attacks from stealth, ranged, and melee. So that's all absolutely flipping spectacular. And yeah, as a result of that, all of my Raven gear should have had a little bit of a bonus to it, which as I'm wearing 6 bits of Raven gear, hopefully I'll be able to feel the difference there. Now, some people would probably say that this is a bad sign. The Altar of Skulls with a man tied to it, but I'm sure it's fine if we just interact with it.
You will join them, all the unkind dead. Now I open the scars of my heart.
Say they're using troll.
Breathe deeply. Watch as I become smoke, and listen as I break your bones.
I think I've accidentally summoned a boss here, so no, you don't. Oh, she's got a thing. Okay, do you have a weak point? You weak point. Oh, blimey, heck. Okay, so that's all fine. She can absolutely teleport. So yes, we've got real magic, or I'm just like really drugged right now. Okay, so there we go. She's got herself like a staggery meter. Okay, so time to use a few other bits and pieces here. So I've still got special abilities like you're used to. So how about we do a little bit of poison? Yeah, that'll do the job. Get behind you. You can have some poison on you right now. So that's going to do a little bit of damage over time. That's all a function of, yeah, your basics here. So I just need to go for... No, you don't. Oh, okay. That didn't quite work out as well as I was hoping. And go. Oh, okay. She's good at getting out the way of the bows. Possibly I need a faster bow. All right, my Predator bow it's just too slow to get the hits in. So I'm going to go over to my Hunnish bow. Hunnish bow will apparently do the job better because it can just sort of fire while I'm doing my business here. So yeah, just go. And yeah, that actually does a good bit of damage. Then just go straight back over to my shield. Honestly, that seems like that works pretty darn well, actually. And go. Yeah, you know what? That's actually doing the job. That gets me a bit of this back. Time to go for a big attack here. So, no, you don't. Kick. Yeah, you know what? That gets you down. Oh, blimey.
Now my blood screams.
Oh, I think I've made her angry. Okay, it's probably better to dodge than block, actually. I feel like, actually... yeah, just trying to dodge around and then getting a couple of big hits in. That's the better option. Plus, use my abilities and try to avoid, like... okay, so just avoid and then going for the big attack if we can. Yeah, like the kicky thing. That puts her into a position she don't like. Don't know how to get the big hits in, though, because... yeah, then go over to that. Get a couple of big shots, and she is good at getting that out of the way, though. And then just get a couple of hits in. When she starts blocking, move away. I need to get a couple of basic shots in just to get my stamina, my bits and pieces. Oh, blimey, heal. Okay, she ain't kidding about, actually. She ain't kidding at the flipping all. And get for the big kick in. Now go for a follow-up. Oh, she's not having that. And I'm almost out of health. Oh, this has gone wrong. I might have spammed a little bit too much on the healing front, by the way. And do a bit more. Get a little bit of damage in and go around her. And then she gets in with all the rest of it. Okay, just take avoid. Ah, jeez. When she hits the follow, if she gets you locked in a combo, that ain't good. That's the bad right there. Okay, that's I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, and I'm going to go forward into her, actually. She's trying to send her friend at me. Oh, this is not good. Okay, go into the business, avoid, and I think my head's about to be chopped off.